Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Duncan Aird. I'm here with the Average Gamer at G3 at the London Olympic Parkway, where we are here to see a grand prize pool of $145,000 in a pro tournaments competing in Counter-Strike Go, Call of Duty Ghosts, StarCraft II, and FIFA 14. We are here focusing on the StarCraft II Pro Tournament, where there is a prize pool of $30,000 up for grabs, with players such as MMA, MC, Liquid TLL, D-Muslim, and many, many others competing to try and see who is the best StarCraft player here at G3. Straight off the bat, D-Muslim, how is it feeling at the moment? Because earlier on in the quarterfinals, talk us through what happened for the final game that you were in.
Honestly, getting to the quarterfinal for me was a big achievement. I was in a group with every group was really hard, and in my group I managed to beat the WCS European champion, who's a Korean, so arguably the favorite of the tournament. So that was really cool getting here. And then I had to play against a guy called Hyun, who an absolute monster. And I knew that I've had not as much practice as I'd like recently, so I tried to do something a little bit cheesy, and I didn't realize that he's got a brand new build that's very good against exactly what I was doing. So it didn't go too well, but it was great to play in front of the UK audience.
Yeah, I was actually going to do a follow-up question. Is that, do you always prefer the more cheesier plays? Because I noticed both yesterday on G3's stream and today that you've been doing a lot of 2 racks pushes or a lot of very early aggression right off the bat. Is that your preferred choice, or was it specifically for the G3 tournament you were going for it?
There's multiple reasons, but I'm in the middle of taking a little bit of a break from StarCraft. Against Stardust yesterday, when I 2-raxed him, like a cheesy play, I noticed something. He wasn't scouting in the first game that I lost. And I was like, okay, if you're going to play greedy as that, I'm going to take advantage of you. And I did that, and then I noticed the third game he was playing super safe, and I just took advantage of that as well, playing kind of risky, but also just kind of clean. Against Hyun, I'm playing against players that are in far better shape than me right now, so you have to try and outsmart them and try and win in riskier ways, because if I play a straight-up macro game with these guys, it's going to be incredibly difficult, given that I haven't had as much practice as them recently.
So right off the bat, TLO, how are you feeling following the quarterfinals match? I'm sorry, but I must ask, what's the thinking going on?
Well, obviously I'm quite upset about it. The silver lining is that I lost to one of my teammates. They're playing against each other right now in the semifinals, which means there's going to be a Team Liquid player on the finals. So that's quite nice for us, but I wish it would have been me.
But because when it comes to actual strategies, because the match today, were you planning to go macro, or was it just the way that it worked out? Like the final 3 that you were going for, would you have preferred a longer macro game, or would you have preferred a slightly shorter game for the actual, like today's games?
Well, I mean, the first game worked out quite well for me, because I know he was weak against 1-1 roach timing, that kind of, a quick all-in on the first map. The second game didn't go the same, and the third I knew from the map that I couldn't go for that kind of strategy, so I needed to play a more solid macro style, but made a few mistakes in the early game, and well, then he just got ahead.
So I don't know whether you have a favorite opponent picked out, but who has been your favorite person that you've played against so far over the weekend at G3? Did you have a favorite, or are you just soaking in the atmosphere, so to speak?
Well, to be honest, I don't really care who I play against. Doesn't matter to me. The only thing that really matters is showing good results at tournaments, and I try not to think too much about who I'm playing against, whether I'm the favorite or whether I'm the underdog. I just try to stick to my guns.
So I'm here with MC, the boss toss, the main Protoss man, who's just competed in the semi-finals here at G3. So your initial thoughts on the match that just happened against Hyun? How are you? What's going through your mind right now, straight after the match?
Really bit sad, but it's okay because he's my best friend, and I beat him sometimes. So just it's okay.
Yeah, better to be eliminated by a friend in the semi-finals. It seemed at the end, and Hyun mentioned this just a second ago on stage, were you purposefully trying to mix up your strategies than your normal strategy? Because I know the two of you obviously have played lots and lots and you're really good friends. Were you trying to go with mind games to try and throw him off, or was there a different strategy in your head?
Actually, I did practice with Hyun a lot in my gaming house, so he know my old strategy and some builders. So I was just confused because what to do. So I lost my game.
Right. So I'm here with the winner of the StarCraft II tournament here at G3, Liquid Bunny, and he has just come off beating Hyun in the finals. So how did the micro battle really feel at the end? Because some of the marine splits were absolutely crazy. Were you expecting to go full bio from the beginning, or did it just work out really well for you?
Well, yeah, that's just my style versus Cirque. Like bio, really aggressive play. I think I play more aggressive than most Terrans, and yeah, I've always been really good at micro. Really, always practiced my micro, played micro maps and stuff like that. So when I get into situations that just require me to micro well, I'm always really comfortable.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, if you weren't a Terran, what race would you play? Because I mean, you're a very micro-intensive player, so I've always kind of been curious. What would be your second choice if you were forced to pick? I mean,
probably Protoss. I guess Protoss is more micro than Zerg. Yeah, I think Protoss. I don't know. Terran is the only race for me.
The splits of Bunny, he's going to GG, and Bunny with Gfinity G3 for a victory, takes down Jan, successful against Stewart, successful against Theodore, and he takes it with a 4-2 against the Unbelievable. What an amazing game! Gfinity G3 is Team Liquid Bunny!